We are live. Hello, everyone. Happy Friday. Happy Open 25.2 day. Big shout out to Annette Conroy, who got her first bar muscle up this morning. Good to see that all of her hard practice, determination, and will and magic of the Open has just paid off. That she could get her first, but I think also her second bar muscle up as well today, from what I was told. So well done to Annette. Fantastic stuff. Let's hope for some more success stories as we go forward now. Um, so obviously we now know what the open workout is, which means that the week that we've planned out for you, it was a blueprint, it was a guideline. Now that we have a little bit more, I suppose, insight into what the next few days are going to look like. This is probably going to be set in stone and it won't be subject to change. So we're going to have some front squat waves on Monday. This time, same repetition scheme that we did back in week one. So 5-4-3, 5-4-3, 5-4-3. We're going to ask you to start at about 55% here. Try and build up to about 82.5 to 85%. If we look back at last week's set of three, we finished on about 70%. Now, jumping to 80 plus is a big jump, but we're getting closer to test week here. So ideally, we would like people to go above that 80% if we can, and we start getting used to those heavier weights neurologically and physically. Power output workout after that. So we're working in 3-minute intervals, 5 rounds, bike distance, and 10 power cleans with an ascending weight on the barbell for your power cleans. Men's weights are going to go 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Ladies, you're going to go 25. Can't remember what I wrote here. 25, 35, 40, 45, 50. So can you potentially do some touch and go repetitions there initially? And then, obviously we're breaking down to slower single repetitions there as the barbell gets heavier, but still every round we're trying to earn some rest here. Bar muscle up strength work on Tuesday. So again, this is as much physical as it is psychological. You have to start to understand what muscle groups you're using when you're doing this and how it feels in your body when you're doing the drills and you're doing the strength work, because this will pass over to doing it on the rig. So have a bit of a focus and intent as you're going through these sessions. So every 90 seconds for 5 rounds, pause, lat pull down in hollow. So adding time under tension there. Every 90 seconds for 5 rounds, I'm going to do a low bar turnover drill with our feet on the floor. I actually had some people doing that yesterday in class, further bar muscle ups. That brings in the pull and the push element. It also brings in your hip extension as well. When we do a jumping bar muscle up off a box, we're pretty much just isolating the push and the turnover with the upper body. But now with the low bar turnover, we're having to pull ourselves in, then push and turn over, but also getting those hips up to the bar as well. So you're kind of tying in a few different elements there. So very, very good drill for us. Lastly then, every 90 seconds for 5 rounds, negative bar dips with a 3-second tempo. Muscle endurance workout after that. So some double unders and a lot of gymnastics here. Make sure gymnastics is going to cater to big sets as opposed to dribs and drabs. So as you see there, bar muscle ups, chest to bars, pull-ups. There is a minute rest gap in the middle, then you complete it in reverse. Ideally, I want to see big sets on the rig. From there, we're going into some close grip benching on Wednesday. So first time doing some intensity work here. So 4 sets of 5, then max reps at your lightest weight. Might aim to start at about 60% of your max bench press. You might end up building up to about 75-ish, depending on how you're feeling. Then dropping back down to your first initial weight for max reps and just continuing to push until your arms give out. We have a team of 4 high rocks workout. We're going to go back and use some sleds now because I know there's been some demand for them. So yeah, team of 4. We're going to have 8-minute intervals. Goal here is to get as much distance on your row, your ski, your run, and your sled push. And that's going to be the one you score in Wodify. We have some work to get through that first and foremost. So first section, 160 meter sled pull, then into your sled push. 120 wall balls into your max run, 80 meter burpee broad jumps over the cones into your max ski, and 120 sit-ups into your max row. And it's 2 work, 2 rest as you're going through that. Snatch complex then on Thursday. So we're going into a squat snatch now. So the focus on this will be that third pull. We actively use the arms to get ourselves around the barbell into the bottom position and get ourselves low in that catch. Repetitions are the same as they have been. I have a ladder workout after that. So 1 cal row, 1 hang snatch with a dumbbell, 1 sit up, and we're just going to continue to add 1 repetition there until the end of that 15-minute timer. You might look to get into the round of kind of like 14, 15, that mid-teen kind of space there if you're going well and you're cruising it. First few rounds will add up nice and fast. You get to the round of 6, 7, 8, it'll start to slow down a little bit. 25.3 on Friday, more pain probably. We know we've had an upper body push. We've had our squat now with 25.2, and we've had our gymnastics. Might see more gymnastics, might end up seeing some wall walks or handstand push-ups, might end up getting a barbell, you might get a clean or a snatch or something like that. Looking forward to seeing what it is anyway, and well done to people so far in terms of coming in, creating an atmosphere in Friday Night Lights, being on a team, and pushing each other on, because that's what it's all about, really. But anyway, enjoy, have a good weekend, and we will see you next week.